Jackson Kala, Cabinet Secretary for Labor and Social Protection, Honorable Florence, our CAS, Jackson Kala, Principal Secretary is present, Engineer Peter Tum for Labor, Nelson Marwa for Social Protection, and Aled Noor for Cooperatives. The Chairman of various institutions in the 2 state departments, Director Generals, CEOs of various institutions in the 2 state departments, the HODs of the 2 state department, staff in my ministry, now my ministry, cooperatives, and micro, small, and medium enterprises. I hear Kiprono is a bit confused, but I'll teach you more. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Jambo. I think today is both sad and also happy day, because this is the home I've been for the last 3 years, and I've enjoyed the comments of Jackson Kala, the PSS. I've enjoyed working with each one of you. We've handled very sensitive matters. We've handled sometimes matters of national interest, but we've been able to steer the ship and brought it back to the shores. When I joined this ministry, we were visited by COVID, and you can imagine the challenges we were going through, issuing mitigation measures, working with the Ministry of Health, working on quarantining people, issues of public hygiene, cleanliness, social safety at work, were issues that we dealt with. And fortunately, we were able to overcome without a major industrial challenge in our country. We lost many Kenyans, including our labor commissioner, during this period, but we were also able to save many, many Kenyans. We used to see the statistics across the world and the impact of COVID. But through the mitigation measures championed and spearheaded by this ministry, we were able to manage the impact of this pandemic across the country. I want to thank you for that support. So let me take this opportunity to welcome you to this reconstituted, the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, which will now have 2 state departments, the State Department of Labor and Skills Development and the State Department of Social Security and Protection. This ministry has been my home for the last 3 years, and I've enjoyed my stay here. I've had fruitful interactions with the staff in this ministry, and I have no regret as I move on to my next duty station. If there is something which I have left undone, Waziri, it is not because we never tried. Let me thank my deputy, Jackson Kala. Actually, I delegated all the industrial issues, the management, the alternative dispute resolution. We convened all those meetings. The doctors, nurses, teachers, university lecturers, and many, many more who sat with him. And as short as he is, he remained a general, and he was able to bring the soldiers back safe home. And I want to thank him. Let me also thank my former deputy, who is now the governor of Narok, His Excellency Patrick Olentutu, for being able deputies. Let me also thank the 2 PSS whom when I joined, I found them here. That is Engineer Peter Tum, and now as an obedient worker and being the Minister of Labor, you should always come through every time you are called upon, and I think that has been the spirit. As I hand over the labor docket, I live with my head held high because we were able to achieve a lot together. We have managed to keep the industrial peace through negotiations. We've never coerced anybody or blackmailed anybody. We've all achieved this through mutual, amicable negotiations and bargaining. Plight of Kenyans in some labor destination countries. I would have loved to sort it out to ensure that all our migrant workers' rights are respected. As I live, I know this will be one of your CS Florence Bore topmost agenda. I will be ready for any consultation on this issue. The Saudi Arabia market keeps resurfacing time and again. However, we recognize that problems there is because of Kenyans who went there and stay there after expiry of their contract or refuse to come back home, and therefore in conflict with the laws in Saudi. The other problem is about Kenyans who choose to run away from their contract because of the expiry of their contract and are also now in conflict of the law. The third problem is of Kenyans who travel to those countries using tourist visa and are now working, and since they did not go there using any recruitment agency, when they get in trouble, they have no recourse because no one knows where they live. Within this region, we also established a regional ministerial forum on harmonization of labor migration. This forum brings together ministries in charge of labor and social protection from Kenya, Burundi, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Eritrea, South Sudan, Somalia, Tanzania, and Uganda. Even as I hand over, there are a few pending issues, and these include implementation of the agreed assignment. We came together as a region, the Eastern Horn of Africa, so that we can approach our destination market as one. We need to engage our destination markets not as individual countries, but as a bloc, so that we can raise our bargain, we can raise our issues with the destination countries without being particular about ourselves. The operationalization of ADR mechanism is pending, and I would want to plead with you, CS, to actualize that plan so that it is funded and it is properly established. The unlocking of NSSF Act number 45 of 2013 is something His Excellency the President is interested in, and I'm sure will be one of the issues that will be coming up until the stalemate is finally resolved. This was alluded to by the chair of NSSF, and it is an issue that needs to be addressed because it's good for Kenyans. We need to improve our savings and address the high level of poverty among our elderly in Kenya. Actually, we are told we have the highest level of poverty, of old age poverty in the region. And it's my wish and hope that this matter will be resolved. We've done some work, we've made progress, but we need to complete the journey and resolve this matter. On the social protection, we have faced both National Assembly and Senate many times to answer questions on how Inua Jamii program is being implemented and why no new members are being recruited. I can promise you that this pressure from our two houses of parliament will not stop. I would urge that we expedite the rolling out of the Social Assistance Fund Bill, which allow us the window to receive support from other partners like the World Bank, like the UNICEF for children, like the World Food Program, who have expressed interest in supporting us to address issues of our elderly, our vulnerable children, and our people living with disability. If this is sorted, then we will be able to unlock a lot of funds that will now go a long way in creating, in the end, universal social assistance coverage across the country. Right now, we are supporting 1,070,000, and there are over 400 who are registered but not benefiting from this fund. It is important that we look out for partners other than looking up to government of Kenya only, so that all Kenyans can benefit and we create equity and fairness across the country. because government is expected to be fair to all and equitable to all. So Waziri, I welcome you to the ministry, and I assure you that the staff in this ministry are very professional and are very cooperative. I'm sure they'll give you all the support you need, as they have extended the same to me. And I know when we were young, when we were children, we will be given assignments at home, and our parents will leave maybe to the market, and they will tell us, I'll not be far, I'll just be around. And anybody who plays around, I'll see from a distance. I'll just be within the building. I'll know who has gone out astray, and I will be able to come back. I will be able to talk to my sister here. So please, I'm not far, I'll be available. I'm a phone call away. You can always reach out for anything. You have a wonderful team, and I believe nothing will go wrong. We will just wish you well, and expect this Ministry of Labor and Social Protection to just soar high and high, to fly with eagles. Even as we look at the performance contracting, they have always excelled in both departments. So I have no doubt that you will do well. I have no doubt you have the right people behind you. So I wish you well. So as I take over the docket of cooperatives and MSMEs, I will continue to work closely with you, Waziri, both labor and social protection, especially on what has been alluded by the chair, NSSF. The two ministries, the NSSF and cooperatives and MSME have common objectives. We can use cooperatives, MSMEs, to raise savings, to promote savings among the small businesses. And so we can work together to address that sector so that we increase the savings and move away from social protection towards social security. So I want to thank you for listening to me, and wish you all the best. And I think there's a small event before you make your remarks. So there's a bit here. I don't know, PS, there's some signing of documents, handing over documents. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Thank you very much, Waziri. We are also very much proud of you, because, like you've indicated, you are not moving far from this building. And therefore, those of you that who are working because he is around, continue doing so. Lest he reports you to the new CS. Now, Waziri, now we've come to the point where we would wish that you do the signing of the handing over documents, and we will start with the ones from Labor. And I think Madam Karingidi will be able to guide us from there. So we start.
Okay.
Or we
sign first.
We sign first.
Sign and then
This is for the first. October. Okay.
that's okay.
this copy. So we sign all first, and then we'll hand over the service. The social protection. So we can go to labor. Labor documents. The side one.
The side ones.
These are the side ones.
These ones.
Four copies. This is for you. This is